Welcome back to the Slick Show. I'm JohnnySlicks. Today, we're going to gain back control over the parts of your life that you don't seem to like or you think are difficult. And it's by one simple thing: accountability. You see, the world is a mirror. Everything we see and how we see it are direct reflections of ourselves. If we keep encountering rude, dumb people, is it possible that maybe we are attracting them? Kind of wild. If you keep encountering crazy drivers on the road, is it possible that maybe you yourself are a crazy driver? You see, we manifest excuses for the things we don't like in our life, the things that are difficult, and the things that hurt by pointing at something or someone other than ourselves. It's so easy for us to blame other people because we live in a society that punishes people who make mistakes. We don't want people to think poorly of us. We don't want people to think that we're screw-ups. So we blame other things and reasons why we are not perfect people. But what's wild is that all the great leaders throughout history have made plenty of mistakes and are very public about it. But for some reason, we respect them more. So what is the disconnect? What makes us think that we are somehow different than these people? The difference between us and these great leaders are the fact that they knew that the mistakes in their life were of their own hand, and they chose to gain back control of them by taking blame on themselves. They pretty much said, this is my fault, why my people aren't listening to me, why I'm fat. They took control of that by blaming themselves, realizing it's their own fault. If you take control back over every single part of your life by saying, it's my fault that I am this way, you all of a sudden gain back the ability to reshape and remold and make your life exactly how you want it to be. You realize that you yourself are your best and worst enemy. Best enemy, worst enemy? I don't know. You're a hero to yourself or a villain to yourself. It all depends on if you take accountability or not. It's so easy for us to blame and make excuses. If we continue to make excuses for things in our life that we don't like, we all of a sudden start to live in a world that isn't created by us. It's created by every person that has made decisions for us. They're all of a sudden in control, and we're not happy because we don't get a say anymore. We just all of a sudden keep creating excuses, and then it leads into snowballing. And you live in a world where you are not the master of it anymore. This is so simple. If you don't like being fat, change it. Don't blame your childhood nutrition. That's what I did. Don't blame your childhood nutrition habits. Don't blame your gym partner didn't show up or moved out of town. It's your fault. Take accountability of your own body and your own actions. The best part of all of this is that you know exactly what lies you're telling yourself. You know exactly what excuses, you know exactly what scapegoats you're using. So it's so easy to just stop, right? At least it should be. You know exactly why you can't stop drinking, why you can't stop taking pills. All of a sudden, you start to realize that it's not the hard times you're going through, it's the hard things you're avoiding. Essentially, if you numb yourself based on hard times, doesn't that technically mean you were defeated by it? You should stand higher and do better and take accountability for everything in your life. Chase difficult things, take accountability for everything in your life, and you will continue to grow. Stay uncomfortable and stay slick.